Good afternoon, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'll tell you guys about everything, the whole long list of everything that got done for today, but for right now, Dad's getting his haircut. His quarantine haircut. Guys, seriously though, look at how long that hair is. It's all gray. You figure that out there, Dad?
I did, but it's very short.
Yep, Dad's almost going bald. It's like an 1/8 of an inch, I think. Oh wow, yours is coming off way easier than Jack's. How come Jack's hair is so difficult to do?
What's up, Dad?
Why is yours so much easier than Jack's was? Why was Jack's hair? Because Matthew's hair was like this easy too. Why was Jack's so difficult? Watching Dad get all of him hair cut off? Are both of you? Mr. be watching too? You want that to be happen to your hair? You want all of your hair to go bye-bye? You want all of your hair to go bye-bye? Now you've hit that part where the long hair isn't wanting to come off.
Not coming off?
No. He's just standing straight up now. You look like Cindy Lou Who.
Okay, you're next.
No. I will not be next. As Dad finishes up with his hair cut back there. Guys, what I actually got to today was, for one, I somewhat cleared off my desk a little bit today, which made me very happy. I've still got a bit of clutter. I normally leave my planner sitting out anyway, but this is my old one that I never even put away. I've got coupon inserts under that. I've got a whole bunch of books out that I need to put away. My Macs, normally I leave sitting there anyway. That hasn't been changed since we went into quarantine. You know, if I change that every day, I probably know what actual day it is, guys. But I haven't, so I don't. But seriously, I think we went into quarantine that weekend, like March 13th of that weekend. Some of my Easter candy and stuff like that as well. So for the most part, it was way worse. I cleared a lot of stuff off. I also had a whole bunch of stuff here and on my chair that was all clothes I actually got put away as well. That was what I got to. Then on top of that, that's what I did actually when I kind of first woke up this morning. Then after that, my dad came home with all of the dirt that we needed for our other flower bed. Which I'll maybe take you guys outside because it's actually still sunny out and show you guys our greenhouse, what we got inside there, and then also too what we have got in the what's it called, our vegetable garden, what has started. Everything that I planted outside I believe should be safe to start growing, like to plant outside, like seed wise, with the exception of the cauliflower. We didn't start that, I don't think, but it could have been planted outside in like April, I think, or something like that. And so it like has been, I read a couple of different things that say it's not super easy to start cauliflower from seed outside, but I was like, you know what, let's just risk it and see what happens, because if worst comes to worst, we have space in the flower beds and stuff like that. And we have the seeds that we have are the ones that I just want to finish using up. I even think some of them might have been from last year and we just like didn't use them all up. So like I said, everything that we have I've got scheduled for when we really should be planting it and everything like that. So that was what I ended up getting to today. Was we planted all of our herbs in 3 different pots, and I'll show you guys those most likely, hopefully today. And then me and Jack planted all of the outside seeds, and I'll show you guys an update on how those flower beds, or not flower beds, the vegetable garden raised beds are looking. And like I said, what we did in the outside greenhouse. My dad also made little stakes so that they all have, we know where stuff is planted, thankfully, for the most part. And then also to we got to all that stuff outside. Then inside we ended up moving around oh goodness, a lot of furniture too. So we had a lot of projects going on today, but our snack cabinet we got out of there because we're replacing with actual cabinetry, and that went into my mom's office, and then one of the cabinets from my mom's office went into the living room and now is housing out all of our like our internet stuff and cable, and it's all next to the TV pretty much in there. So that was a lot of stuff we got to today. I'll most likely show you guys some of that stuff, but I think my dad is finishing up with his haircut. I'll show you guys that also. Look at the little baby's tails are crossed. Please stop wagging yours, Charlie. It was cute when it lasted. There, it looks like Dad's hair.
Isn't that the ghost finder thing we saw yesterday, Kayla? When they crossed?
Yeah.
You ask him a question?
There, it looks like Dad's head's just about all finished up.
I can take a shower.
As Matthew does the finishing details. Alright, so here they are as I've been describing these beds to you guys for the last few days. This is like what they're going to look like a double bed. And then this will be another double bed. And then I think we'll have one more double bed and then a single bed. So they'll look like this pretty much when they're done. But me and Jack got all these written in here. Carrots, beets, radishes, turnips. Those are the potatoes that came out here. They're looking a little sad since they've been transplanted, but hopefully they do okay. Those are all the onions we cut down. I showed you guys the picture of them the other day, what they looked like. And then we planted more onion seeds in here as well. I think somewhere around here, sort of where that water looks. And then these are most likely going to be tomatoes that come back. I'm not sure which ones are going to be tomatoes or where they are, but something in there. Probably some of these are weeds, some of these might be tomatoes. Actually, that right there might be a tomato. And then we've got broccoli. These are the transplant broccoli. We'll see how all of this turns out. This is the broccoli that came back from last year that I thought was kale, but you guys can see on there that's broccoli. This is all the spinach. We cut down a lot of this yesterday and had that for salad. We have more spinach growing back there and cauliflower right there. And I might have planted more broccoli seeds. I don't know, I can't find them, or I just had 2 empty packages of broccoli seeds. And then this is the plastic. I was telling you guys how like some spots on this greenhouse, like these little pieces, like it started to crack on a lot of these, and all the plastic fell in mostly from the top. So we put this like thick plastic over the top and then clamped it down, so that, yeah, that won't happen. But you guys can see like on the bottom, like this is kind of normal, but it happened to the whole thing and on the top too. So, and then we've got inside of the greenhouse, this actually I think is all garbage, my mom said, but in here we've got, which is way cooler today. Today was like a high of 75 and it's still almost 60 degrees in here, but it was stinking hot in here today, like probably close to 80 and humid in here. But we've transplanted all of these into just different containers. A lot of them, I don't know how some of them are gonna do, we'll see. But these we had planted in here already. I think this is either melon or maybe cucumber or something like that. We'll have to wait till it keeps growing. We didn't do a good job of remembering those. But now we've got in here, these are going to be all of our herbs. So we've got parsley, cilantro, thyme, dill, and then we also have chives growing inside, and I think either basil or sage. I can't remember what I planted. So yeah, and then we've got these to do if we're gonna do more little signs that we need for later use. But my dad just cut these up with leftover scrap wood from some of the leftover pieces from the beds. So yeah, this is the greenhouse. We also have a bag of mulch in here, which is pretty cool. We can put that down once the plants get a little bit more mature. And then we have this like gardening bench in here also. So it shouldn't frost in here, so these plants should all be good, and it should stay at least decently warm, and they can start getting used to like outside weather, I guess, since they've been in our house for the last while. And then in here, I think these might all be flowers, but as you can see, they're not doing the best. I don't know how some of this stuff is going to turn out. Like I said, we'll at least have zucchini like we did last year, because that grows directly from seed and will do well. We'll just, like I said, have to see with everything else how it does. So these, I don't know where we're going to keep permanently. I'm gonna assume not in here, but we might put them on the back porch, front porch, something like that. But these will be all of our herbs and such. So as you guys saw, everything outside in the greenhouse and everything like that. But we ended up having dinner for tonight. We grilled, and we ended up, I made pasta salad for dinner, like, well, side for dinner with the hamburgers and hot dogs, and we ended up having watermelon and cantaloupe and salad and you know, all the good stuff, corn, and like I said, pasta salad as well. So yeah, we ended up doing that. I feel really awesome though about my room, just my desk at least being cleared off, and my chairs, because I had like a couple things, like there was a few jackets that were over here that I was like, okay, it's hot out now, even though I think next week's supposed to be like 50s and 60s sort of, but supposed to be at least, you know, a little bit warmer, I guess, but for the most part I probably won't be really needing a jacket a whole lot, and I'm not really going anywhere. So yeah, those I was like, okay, I can probably, I'm washing 2 of them, I think. I put the other one in the hall, or the living room closet, the coat closet. So like I said, that was just like some stuff I needed to get taken care of. I had like a pair of pants, I had a couple of shirts and stuff like that too on my desk chair, because I haven't been sitting in my desk chair lately. So again, there was some things that I was like, okay, I can probably move some of this stuff around, put some stuff away, and then too, just a little bit of clutter on my desk. So I got that done today. Now that it's less cluttery, it makes my room feel cleaner, and like, you know, I feel more comfortable in my room right now. So I'll try and do that a little bit more, declutter a little bit more, you know, put some things away, organize some things and stuff like that would be really awesome. So I was happy I got to like a little bit of everything today. Like I said, a little bit of bedroom cleaning, and then I'll show you guys maybe in tomorrow's vlog the furniture that we kind of moved around and everything, and then also on top of that too, again, getting the gardening stuff and things like that done. We also had a pot that's outside, and we are gonna plant, I think transplant a hosta that's we're growing right now. We're gonna move it because there's this one, like, what's it called, like this vent for our dryer, and right where it comes out, no plants that we've been growing there have been growing really well. So I was like, why don't we put, you know, and it's a kind of an ugly vent, so we really would love something nice and pretty to grow right there so that it kind of covers up the vent a little bit. So I was like, well, why don't we try and get this nice big pot and put it in front of it and transplant one of the hostas into this pot. And it's a really, really big, deep pot, so I was like, that'd probably be perfect. Take up some of that empty bare space that like everything else is growing right around this area, and like nothing's growing there. So I was like, why don't we try and transplant it and make it look really nice and pretty. So we're gonna try and do that, and then the I found the pot, my mom found it out in the garage, and it has like one little crack on it on the bottom, and then it was just kind of dirty and looked really faded and gross. So I actually found some spray that was literally the exact same color as it. It was like something burlap, and it matched the color of the pot exactly, because I was like, you know what, let's just spray paint this, because I had some spray paint out in the garage, so just quick spray painted the pot and was letting it dry. We do need some more potting soil for it, so I think my dad's going to Menards again tomorrow to pick up more dirt that he is going to need to finish that last vegetable garden bed. So we'll have another bag of potting soil, and I'll be able to transplant that probably tomorrow while it's still warm out. So that will, like I said, make it look nice and cool, everything like that. So that's good too, because I was actually planning on doing that, but I wanted to buy a big pot, and seeing that we actually already had one, I was like, this is awesome, I don't have to buy one now. And got it all spray painted too, so it looks fresh and new and everything like that. Doesn't look like it's been sitting in the garage for who knows how long. It could be like an over a decade old, because I cannot remember the last time we had or used the pot, or what we had it in or used it for, anything like that. So got to that too, spray painted that, and then like I said, did a couple of other little outside projects, planted some stuff, transplanted, moved things around, seed planting and all that stuff, watered plants and everything. And yesterday I told you guys I did a good amount of weeding and some other gardening stuff and things like that. So really awesome. I think tomorrow's also supposed to be warm, and then I think either Monday or Tuesday is supposed to be kind of cold again, and this is supposed to be like, again, 50s, maybe into the 60s during the week, but not super amazingly warm, and it's kind of supposed to rain on and off. So got some projects done today. Like I said, I'm super happy, excited about all the stuff we were able to get done for today. My dad also got the new cabinet doors for the pantry hung up. Well, not new, but just the painted ones. And so those are all taken care of, as you guys probably saw in a few days ago's vlog when I was standing in front of the pantry. The pantry looked like a hot mess because there was no pantry doors on it, and the pantry was not organized either. So we got that taken care of. Like I said, we're getting actually new cabinetry for where our old white cabinet, if you guys saw that from a while ago, when we bought it new, it just was not working for that space. I kind of said that already. So we actually are going to get a second pantry like the one we have in the in the kitchen, along with a set of cabinets and a new countertop and a new cabinets above as well. So we're gonna actually get that in that space, and it should be able to store a lot more things. We can store more food in the second pantry, store more stuff in, you know, just whatever we need. We have actually drawers, because we have one drawer in our kitchen because our kitchen is so small. So there's a lot more things that we can get taken care of. But we had to get that out. So right now all of our food is currently sitting, all the stuff that was in the white pantry is currently sitting in boxes in the kitchen and living room sort of right now, because we also had like our aluminum and plastic wrap and like sandwich bags and stuff like that were also in one of the drawers of that like pantry. And it was more of like a shift robe, honestly, like a kid's shift robe kind of, more than it was like an actual like food pantry kind of thing. It didn't work well for the space. It was too big, it looked too bulky, but we're gonna get new cabinetry on that wall. So anyways, guys, long story short, we are going to be able to store more stuff in the kitchen, which is super awesome and amazing. And I'll show you guys that and share it with you guys as we get more of this stuff. But I think it's supposed to come maybe the 14th or maybe earlier, I don't know. Something happened, and the piece was that was supposed to get shipped. We're supposed to like come later, but then the guy was like, well, we can ship it earlier, or no, it's supposed to actually come earlier. And then the guy like was gonna like ship the one thing that they didn't have, they had in store at a different place, like together with it. So anyways, I think it's supposed to come the 14th, but they will never call my dad back to like verify that it was gonna come yet, so we don't know when. But once it does, most likely by the end of May, it'll probably be up. Like we'll have it all put together and painted and everything like that, because it's gonna match the rest of the cabinetry. Anyways, guys, yeah, but I'll share that with you guys as we go along. But we had to get all the stuff off of that cabinet that was in there because my mom was reorganizing her space, and then the cabinet, or like the shelf sort of unit that she had in her room, we ended up moving out of there and put in the living room, and now is housing all of our modems and like DVD player and cable box, and I think the PS4 and Xbox 360 are in there right now. And so yeah, we ended up actually, that works out really well. It actually looks super nice in there. But again, I'll probably show you guys that along with the chaos that is the kitchen right now. But the living room looks really nice. The kitchen looks like a complete bomb went off in there. So anyways, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.